Nej, men rätt.
Men ja då, jag har stålet sen första rätt.
Nej, någon tar FM. Någon tar FM, det du får.
Bravo India. Juliet 79 X-ray Bravo India calling Indian 10. Indian 10. From J79 X-ray Bravo India. Juliet 79 X-ray Bravo India calling Indian 10. Indian 10 meters. From J79 X-ray Bravo India. J79 X-ray Bravo India calling 10 and listening.
Eu tenho aqui a minha propriedade rural. Ela é meio complicada assim, o pessoal às vezes não entende muito bem. É balneário.
I know of the unit, and you should be very proud of them because they were not a battle-hardened unit, and I think they got a president for their resistance and the defensive position that they held. Proud of. And I think they got a presidential unit citation, and a number of them got rough campaign.
This is the Yaesu FT-990, well-known transceiver. Was produced in the early 90s, I think up to 1996 if I'm not mistaken. Radio is all mode, lower sideband, upper sideband, CW, AM, frequency modulation, RTTY, upper and lower, and packet. The radio is pretty versatile in terms of other features. We have MOX, which is basically parallel to the P2T. We got a Vox. We got receiver attenuator. A separate receiver antenna is possible. This is the meter switch. You can choose a whole bunch of features there: ALC, compressor, output power, SWR, PA current, and PA voltage. The AGC can be turned off, can be set fast, slow, or auto. Auto means fast on AM and slow on single sideband. There is a keyer, CW keyer. There is a processor, speech processor that's very effective, an RF speech processor. This is the button for that processor. I have it on right now. Microphone gain, output power can be adjusted. For all modes. There is a noise squelch. There is a noise blanker, variable noise blanker. This is where you turn it on off. For CW we have break in. This is the keyer. We also have a spot that allows you to tune in exactly on the CW station that you're listening to. Back to upper sideband. We have AF and RF gain, of course. We discussed this here. We have two VFOs. This is to transfer VFOs. Split operation is possible. This shifts the memory to the VFO. There is 99 memories. There is 90 memories. These are all empty. I have the 60 meter channels in the lower memory channels, as you can see. This is the memory check function, so we're not actually on 60 meters, but we can check what's in those memory positions. This radio is completely factory original except for the general transmit feature. That's a matter of a jumper that I have removed and that allows the radio to indeed transmit on 60 meters. As a matter of fact, it transmits anywhere from 1.6 to 30 megahertz. But this is what you need if you want to operate on the 60 meter channels. And I'll show you later that it performs perfectly there. This is a repeater that only works in FM. minus repeater, plus repeater, and simplex. Memory check, we already showed that. That also comes in when you turn the memory rotator. There is 100 kilohertz up and down steps. You can also do 1 megahertz if you press this button here. There's my station. There is a lock that locks the tuning dial. The tuning dial has excellent feeling. It runs like it's on ball bearings. Has a heavy feel, flywheel action, but not too excessive. It's exactly right. Works very well. We have 4 filters. Actually, there is a 5th. There is the AM filter, which you cannot select, but it is in there. This radio has the standard 2.4 kilohertz filter. The optional 2.0 kilohertz 8-pole filter is in there for narrow band, single sideband. The 500 hertz CW filter is in there, and this one is not. So there is basically 3 plus 1 filter in there, and the extra one is the ceramic filter for the AM mode. Radio works very well in amplitude modulation as well. Every band has its own button. That's kind of nice. There is also a general selection. And here we're back to the 10 meter again. You can also type in any frequency you want, let's say 283,000, and that's how you do that. So this radio is extremely versatile in terms of how to get to the frequency that you want. Let's see, what else do we have? Clarifier, there is a transmitter and receiver clarifier. You can clear it. So you can either do RX clarifier, TX clarifier, or both, and you can clear it. The display shows the actual clarification that you have selected. There is a spot, I already showed you that. There is a notch filter, RF notch filter, works pretty effective. There is a digital SCAF filter, switch capacitor filter, which works very effective. It's almost like it works on the RF, but it works on the audio. But this filter is better than any DSP that I've seen. It is a nice feature if you want to limit a interfering station that's adjacent to a desired station. There is a tuner. Actually works. It's doing its job now. Now we are tuned. But for the antenna system that I have, I don't need it. But there is an auto tuner. Memory scan. I've never used that. I don't know how it works. The Clarifier we discussed already. And I think that's basically it for the features. Radio has a fluorescent display, a plasma display basically. Those don't go bad. You know, 50 years from now that display will still work. LCD displays will be long gone by then. So this is very nice. You can adjust the intensity. I would have to crack the manual to read how that needs to be done. I think it's in the center position now. There is a real meter, not a software simulated meter. Works excellent. So that's the features of the radio. We'll show you the transmitter functions in the next section.
Romeo, net control, this is November 4, Romeo Delta Zulu. That's about all I can do for you, I'm afraid, sir. Over.
Oh, that's just fine. You did a great job.
All right, we are now at the 20 meter band, listening to the Maritime Mobile Service Net on 14.300. We will test the transmitter modulation. For that, we will switch to our dummy load to not bother anybody. So we're at 14.300. I have this Yaesu FT-817, which is also at 14.300, as you can see. Upper sideband. This is the Yaesu microphone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. My 817 is slightly off frequency. The 990 is dead on frequency. I'll show you that later. We go to lower sideband, see what we get there. Lower sideband on both radios. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, 115 watts. 115 watts PP. We can go to AM. That should work just fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The radio lowers the carrier obviously to about 25 watts. And it sounds very well. 1, 2, 3. So amplitude modulation works quite well on this radio. So does the receiver actually. Let's go to frequency modulation. And we'll do the same thing here. Add some squelch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frequency modulation. We have 115 watts. It works quite well. That was a frequency modulation. Back to upper sideband. And turn off the squelch and go back to the antenna.
Yeah, I just rigged every middle line an hour yet here.
We will quickly show you the output on the other bands. And for that we obviously go to our dummy load again. Because my antenna is not that wide banded. Go to the 160 meter band. As you can see, we get 115 watts there. Let's go to 80 meters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same power level. 115 watt. Let's go to 40 meters. $115 watts. Let's go to 30 meters. Okay. $115 watts. 20 meters. We already did that. Let's go to the 17 meter band. Okay. Same power. 115 watts. 21 meter band. 21 megahertz, 15 meters. Same power, 115 watt on the bird. This is the 12 meter band. Oops. Wrong button. Now we're in the band. $115 watts. 28. 10 meter band. 29. A little bit higher. Oh, that's frequency modulation. I still had it in FM mode there, as you can see. 115 watts. Actually, it's in CW. So let's go to upper sideband just to make sure. Yeah, that looks good. Let's go to the 60 meter channels that I told you about. That's where we are now. This is channel 2. Transmits there as well, 115 watts. Let's go to the highest channel, shouldn't make any difference. 115 watts. Radio transmits on all bands, on all frequencies, ham frequencies, and it actually will also transmit on just random, in case you have a Mars or a CAP license. You see 8.7 megahertz, it transmits perfectly there if you have a license for that. We're now on the 15 meter bands.
The call is Victor 3 on Mike Alpha. Victor 3 something Mike Alpha. Mike Alpha. Victor 3 on Mike Alpha. Victor 3 1 Mike Alpha QSL. QSL, thank you. QSL. Kilo 7 Mexico, Italy. Victor Echo 3 Kilo Echo Hotel.
Seems to be a rare station. We got a pilot.
Kilo India 4 Mike Zulu Sierra 59. Thank you, Victor 3 on Mike Alpha. Kilo 7 Sierra Echo. Whiskey Alpha 7 Charlie Oscar. 59. Roger. India 59 mission.
Band seems to be open pretty good.
Thanks for Colorado 73.
Just wanted to show you the condition of the radio. This radio is in near mint condition. Previous owner took care of it very well. As you can see, there is a carrying handle. Case is without scratches. The front is without scratches. It is in very nice condition. Here we have the settings that you wouldn't regularly change. You can do that from there. I will show you the rear apron. This is the rear apron. Looks nice, simple and robust. We got a CAT output, input-output, transceiver-aided or computer-aided transceiver. It's a remote control protocol. We got band data for a linear amplifier. Remote, not sure what that means, but the manual explains it. Extra speaker, extra LC for a power amplifier or remote amplifier. We got the receiver antenna in and out, what I told you earlier. When you press the switch in the front, this will be jumped from the inside with a relay. DVS2, I don't know what that is. I think it's a little keyboard that you can, keypad that you can connect. Packet and RTTY, I have used this in the past with my Pactor 3 modem, that works quite well. CW key, we got line AF out, so it's 100 millivolt output, and a patch input, that's 100 millivolt input. We got a ground log. Runs off AC the radio, in case I hadn't mentioned that yet. It's currently set for 100 to 117 volt US voltage, but internally you can also set it for 240 volts, 220, 240. You do have to change the fuse when you do that, but the manual explains that. And we got the antenna, an SO239 connector. This radio has the heatsink internally. It's kind of nice, so you don't have this big build out in the back. It's just a flat rear apron, looks very clean and nice. And it's just a good job that Yaesu did on this radio. Back on 10 meter. 10 meter is open pretty good as well. Just an incredibly good sounding receiver. This is one of the nicer radios Yaesu ever made. It has 2 DDS synthesizers. I like the display, it's simple and reliable. This radio was rated very high on eham.net because of its reliability and its performance. I just don't think they make them like this anymore. Thank you for watching this video.
Florida #1 Indian Kilo America calling QRZ.